Good morning. It's almost 9 a.m. on a Saturday, and we're gonna prep some Red Hand of Doom. Red Hand of Doom. I I was up a little bit earlier than this, working on Outlaws of Alkenstar, because that's gonna be starting in August, and I just want to make sure everything is laid out and ready for that. Gonna have two groups taking over the Monday night and Saturday morning time slots. So that's been pretty fun. Did some Foundry work yesterday off stream, hence the reason that I have to reload again. So we'll see how that goes. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning. Oh, okay. So more than likely, this will be one of, if not the last, real big prep stream for Red Hand of Doom. And then we'll spend our Saturday mornings working on Outlaw stuff, probably. Same deal with Monday. Monday's game maybe has one or two sessions left, I'm thinking. And that will be that. Let's see. Gotta reload the browser again. But, yeah, it's pretty crazy. See, I don't know. Whenever campaigns come to the end, I get a little emotional. But the Monday game really snuck up on me. Odyssey Prime, I mean, it's been going on for a long time, and then, we're doing the post game, and there's a lot to do and not a lot to do in the post game, and then, you do it, and then it's over. I don't know. I'm not sure how everybody feels about the post game. I feel like a lot of people, it was too stressful, and it was too much. Let's see. Alt token visibility. Added a setting that allows GM to identify a prone status for tokens. Tokens with the prone status will be treated as half height for vision and cover. As a result, there's no longer a separate dead token setting for half height coverage. Setting dead tokens to prone will cause them to be treated as half height. 5E cover, loaded option to treat tokens as providing a maximum of low cover. Under this option, tokens will not otherwise contribute to cover. For area algorithms, the token must provide at least low cover to count for cover. Updated settings. Settings have been updated accordingly. You may need to update your preferred detailed settings accordingly. Alright, let's go check that out real quick. I'm not 100% sold on whatever mod makes me view my shit with this interface, my mods. Not 100% sold on it. Not sure what to do about it, but I know that I'm not sold on it. Like, I almost prefer like the more traditional version. Alright, so we're looking for vision? Alternate token visibility? Alright. Low cover trigger, medium cover trigger, high cover trigger. Alright, if greater than or equal to this percent of the corner or token area. Alright. And then prone status. If the token is set to prone tokens will be considered half height. Alright, let's test this out on our man Braun Bronson. Alright. So, Braun Bronson, you have a height of nothing. Well, that makes it kind of hard for you to have a height. So you have a height of 6. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and knock you prone. I don't know why that appeared. That's weird. And let's see. Your height is still 6. Okay. So let me hit prone again. Again, not sure why a little spoopy poop is popping out. It's kind of weird. Is that happening every time I make something prone? Don't know if I like that. Alright. Huh. Prone status ID. Does it need to be capital P? Let's try that. All right. Braun, if you could head over to this testing area real quick. Let's see. Player maps. Man, I don't fucking know. Marth Forest. There we go. Oh, there's a lot of weather here on this really cool map that we ended up not using. Let's see. Jesus. Okay. So, are there any walls on either of these maps? There are. There are some walls right here. Okay. So let's go ahead and make some real walls. And let's grab Braun. Grab his prototype token. Alright. His height will be 6 feet. And we'll turn vision on for him. Alright. And we'll throw Braun down into this. He can't fucking see. Alright. So we'll go ahead and add a torch to his sheet. There we go. And then we'll light a torch. Alright. So Braun can't see over this wall. But if we made the wall, and I think my wall height rules are like, if you're close, you can see over them. If you're like close in height. Alright, so he can't see over that. Let's maybe it's if you're equal in height. Alright, let's set it to 7. Will he be able to peek over the wall? No. Alright. Let's set the wall to 6. See if he's able to peek over the wall now. Nope, still not able to peek over the wall. Okay. Huh. Oh, I have it that you can climb over the wall, but he wouldn't be able to see over the wall. Alright, let's set it to a 5-foot height wall. So now you can see over the wall. But if he gets knocked prone, he can still see. So it's not having his height. Alright. It seemed like a cool, it seemed like a cool thing to have, but if I can't get it to work, I don't know. Alright, get back up. Prone. Let's see. Him fall down, and can still see over wall. Status of prone. What if I add it through this? Nope, he can still see over the wall. So it's not adjusting the height. That's unfortunate. It's also pooping out all these little spoopy blobs, which I'm not too happy about. Let me see. And that's probably coming from automated animations. Let's see, we got so much shit here. That's also under settings. Automated animations. Automated evocations. Automated animations. Alright. Let's see. Active effect. Petrified. Wounded. Is prone here? Prone's here. Alright. What is prone causing to happen? Oh, a cracked shield. Oh, we don't need that to happen. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Okay, save. Okay. So the other thing that this is supposed to do is that other units will cause issues. Not issues. They will cause come on, brain. Here. Let me get this giant weasel. Alright. And then we got this troll over here. Alright. Well, I don't know why I would need this cover because I'm not using like automated rolls. I guess this would be good for Pathfinder, but probably isn't going to help me too much here. I'll just be a human computer and just calculate that shit normally. Alright, with all that talked through and myself talked out of using this mod, let's get to actual prep this morning because now it's 9 o'clock. Alright, manage mods. And we'll go ahead and get rid of alternate token visibility. We'll just turn that off. There we go. All right, sorry. I wasn't having a stroke. I was reading something that that came into my DMs. Um, but I can't share it with you. It's far too sensitive. All right. With that mod removed, what are they doing today? Today, they are going to confront the king of the dwarves. There's probably going to be a big fight. It's red-handed too. It's probably going to be a big fight. And then everything's going to blow up. And then people are going to mention like campaign lore and other things that have happened in the campaign that I can't remember. I'm going to have to search through my 76 pages of notes, trying to figure out what's going on. And then ultimately they'll finish their job here at the dwarves, and they'll have this big-ass dwarf army, and they will take it over to Brindle. So, we'll go back to the El Cervero map. And if you recall, they have been running around. I think I've been staying on top of the calendar pretty well. They have returned to the dwarves, question mark? I want to say that's right. Yeah. So they're back at the dwarves. They'll have the confrontation with the dwarves. Then it is 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they haven't even set up outside. So they were like very worried that they wouldn't make it here in time, but they're gonna be fine. So they finish up here. They leave in the morning. With griffins, it would take them 2 days to get there, so they get there on Friday. The army of the Red Hand isn't even there yet. It doesn't attack until the 6th. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 days to prepare for the battle. They have the battle at Brindle, 5 days until the ritual is completed and the world is destroyed and the campaign ends in a big failure. I would update these, but I still haven't troubleshooted as to why I have broken GM access to the text tool. So they just have to sort of stay there as is. I know it's a settings thing in one of my mods. I don't know which setting thing it is, and I haven't bothered to sit down and compare and contrast with a working world and my broken worlds. So it's something that happened between Foundry 9 and 10 where I changed some stuff up and I copied those change settings and it broke my text tool across all of my active games, but not my inactive games that got brought over to 10. So I can work my way through the settings of those and try to figure out what got broken and what didn't. But not today, and not right now. All right, so what about the Battle of Brindle and the mini game for Brindle? Like, what are we fucking doing for that? That's a great question. So let's head over to Brindle. All right, we've got this beautiful bridge. And I don't know what we're going to do with this beautiful bridge, because it's a beautiful bridge map, and I don't know what we're going to use it for. Then we've got the breach defenses here down by the, by the river. And we've got the last stand inside the cathedral, which should be pretty cool. We've got Cathedral Square, where they have the rematch against the Bithriacs. It's going to be pretty cool. We've got the farms outside the city. And then we've got the marketplace. We got Brindle's Walls, which is pretty cool. We've got Brindle Walls Safe, which, I mean, is what it is, I guess. We've got the Brindle War Room, where there's going to be a big old roleplay scene. Couple of roleplay scenes there. We've got all our major movers and shakers there, but we will, I guess, add the dwarves there as well. We've got the occupied farms. We got the streets of Brindle. We got a random tile template map here. It's just full of maps. I think we have more than enough maps for the city at this point, so we'll go ahead and delete this last one. Alright, so I think Brindle's covered map and battle-wise, but if you are following along, there is a siege going on in the city. So here's what we'll do. Probably shouldn't have thrown that onto the stream. Whoops. Guess this one's getting deleted. Alright, so let's see. I don't think that showed any information that was untoward. Alright. No digits, no numbers. Okay. So here's the adventure. Oh, you're killing me today, Microsoft. There we go. I ran into somebody this week. Their company is having them use Windows 11. I want to say already, but I guess Windows 11's been out for a while. Is anybody out there on Windows 11 yet? Like, you got a take that you could share about Windows 11? I don't know. Just curious. Also, this list of music is kind of it's too all over the place as far as like volume. I'm gonna go ahead and just switch it. I want the music to be the same volume level the whole time. If you are mixing music and you're not just having an AI robot do it for you, you should probably make sure that all the sound is the same throughout. I say, with my actual plays at 15 different volumes. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Where is the Brindle City map? There we go. Oof, that's not good. Oh shit, I haven't checked on this guy in a while. Alright, oof. So let's go to... Fuck. Let's go to the weather and turn that way down. Oh my god. And then all of these lights. Ugh, so frustrating. Alright, mass edit. We're going to go ahead and turn the bright down. Okay, go here. That's fine. There we go. Go to advanced. Turn the attenuation way up. Apply the changes. Save the changes. Alright. So I'm wondering if this map should also go in the war room. Like, we have a picture of the Veil, right? but we don't have a picture of the other map. The problem is we're already pretty full up. So what we could do is after we get an establishing shot, we could just put the city map down as well. Like down here at the bottom. I think that would work fine. So we'll hide this for now. And then I don't know if there's walls on this map or not. There are. Okay. So I think this would work. Alright. And then we'll do cameraman all. Just chilling down here. Alright. I might not even have required vision for this particular map. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't even require vision for this map. Let's see. Will they need it to see though? Test dummy. Yeah, they can't fucking see anything. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go to the lights. Want a light for this room. We'll make it only dim. And then we'll make some bright light shining in the windows here. Let's see. This got to be like a cone, right? Emission angle. There we go. 45. Update. Beautiful. Alright, so we'll have that. Alright. So how does that look now? Okay, that looks pretty cool. Alright. And then we'll put a light on this map as well. Alright. Cool. I'll put a bright light up here too. Just kind of shining in. There we go. Okay. So they have this war meeting with all these important people. And this is discussed. It's a whole chapter in the adventure. Now, in a previous run, when I ran this, I did a Matt Colville style minigame, and I tried to do a similar minigame for another campaign that we're not going to mention. And overall, the minigame, it's just like, unless you've been seeding it the whole time, it's just very stressful. It's very stressful for the players. It's a lot of bullshit math and rolling for me. So, I'm just not very happy with it. So the adventure itself just has a point system. So let's talk about the points and winning Red Hand of Doom. Alright, so I'm a little tired this morning. So we got the waves here. That's cool. And then we've got sniper attack, final battle, and victory points. So this is where the shit really comes into play, is what have they done during the campaign to score victory points? I know that victory points are kind of a cop-out, right? But here we go. Victory points. Let me zoom this in. There we go. Alright. Although the PCs have slain Wormlord Karn and thus routed the Hobgoblin Horde, this achievement does not by any means that they are the victors. The Horde is motivated, blah blah blah. The PCs are recovering from the battle, reveling in the success. Take a moment to go over the successes throughout the campaign. Alright. Now, these guys, unbeknownst to themselves, they've been knocking this shit out of the park, right? But we'll go through the list together. Oversensitive mouse is oversensitive. Alright. And like the amount of VP you need to win is like disgustingly low. You need 40 or more points. So let's take it line by line, shall we? If they destroyed Skull Gorge Bridge, they get 2 points. So let me bring up the calculator. Alright. 2 points. If the PC spoke with Old Warklenaw and convinced the giant to lead his people in a preliminary attack, give them 1 point. They got it. Alright. If they evacuated Drellin's Ferry, they get 3 points, which they did. Okay, busting a road blockade. There are 2 road blockades to be taken care of. If they did, they get the points. Well, they haven't had a road blockade, so they didn't get a point for that. Delivering the gold. If the PC sent the mercenaries' gold to Hammerfist Holds, the presence of the Dwarf Company is critical. 4 fucking victory points. So I'm assuming today they're going to get that shit knocked out. Tyrikator Alliance. Gaining the aid of the elves is a major victory. It's worth 5 points. Alright. Disrupting the hatchery. If they destroyed all the eggs in the hatchery and eliminated a powerful group of monsters, this is worth 2 points. Alright, disrupting the Ghost Lord Alliance, which they did. So that is 5 points. They're already more than halfway there, y'all. Exposing Miha. Although she's only one person, Miha Sarane can do a lot of damage if allowed to escape. The PC's caught her, killed her, so that has not happened yet. Audience with the Defense Council. If they make the DC 20 diplomacy check during phase 1 of their audience to impress the members of the council. So this has yet to happen, so I will put this. If the PCs convince the Defense Council to place troops behind the city walls, actually I can't read that because it's a horrible toothpaste color. If the PCs brought up the subject of how to defend Brindle in the event the city walls are breached. If the PCs convince the Defense Council to station clerics in the cathedral. If the PCs convince the Defense Council that the third telepathic bond should go to Captain Olvert or Celeria Starsinger, they get all of them fucking points. Alright, so that is... We'll do blue for War Council. There we go. Disrupting Hill Giant Battery. Hasn't happened yet. If the PCs contain fires caused by a Bithriax, 2 points. Holding the Dawn Way. If the PCs manage to hold the Dawn Way after wave attacker, and they prevent the Horde from overrunning the city, they get 4 points. If they catch the sniper, killing or capturing the assassin who struck down Lord Jarmath improves morale. This is worth 2 points. Killing commanders. There are 8 commanders and 4 dragons or dragon kind that the PCs can take down during parts 1 through 4. Each of these grants a corresponding award. So, checklist. There we go. So, Stormcaller is Ulwai, and they have defeated her, and that bitch was worth 6 points. Oh my god. Okay. Regiorix, only worth 2 points. Varanthian. Is that Varanthian the worm? No. No. Varanthian is the, Varanthian was that dragon that worked with the, I revised it. Ozyrandian, only worth 1 point. Poor Ozyrandian. Alright, Bithriax is still at large. Wormlord Koth is still at large. Wormlord Sarvith. I would say that they probably scared Wormlord Sarvith enough that he's fucking gone. Alright. Or did they kill Sarvith? I can't remember. I think Sarvith escaped. I'll give them credit. He won't show up. Alright. So actually, it's going to be pretty close here. It's going to be pretty clse. Not really, because all they got to do is kill Wormlord Karn and get 8 victory points. If they kill a Bithriax, they get 4 points. which won't be enough. So they have to kill Wormlord Karn, essentially, to win this one. Or they could go beat up some hill giants, I guess. I don't know. Seems like there's a lot to do. They'll be fine. So, what I'm trying to say is, the adventure, the only thing it really cared about, it didn't care if you went to Red Rock, it didn't care if you went to Denevar, it didn't care if you did any of the small towns. It only cared about a handful of fucking things, and these guys actually did all the things that the adventure cares about. So, they were successful. Entering into this battle, they got 33 points, which is huge. Okay, so again, there's no way for them to fail this battle. Yeah. Like, there's no way for them to fail this battle. So what we need to do is just come up with cool things that happen during the Battle of Brindle. Alright, so cool things that happened during the Battle of Brindle. Let's see. Dwarven tunnelers collapse some ground beneath a huge contingent of hill giant throwers. That sounds fucking cool. Let's see. Elven pilots drop large seeds on the battlefield that explode into plant growth, slowing the enemy approach. Immerstal the Red ignites the plant growth, burning the Red Hand infantry. Alright, that sounds pretty dope. Listen, if you've got dope ideas for things that happen during a fantasy battle, like, throw that shit out there. And of course, we could ask the robot too. Chat, GPT. Okay, I need a list of cool scenes that might happen during a fantasy D&D war. An army of hobgoblins and monsters is attacking the walled city of Brindle. Brindle is defended by elves riding giant owls, dwarves with war machines and griffins. Let's see. War machines and griffins. Giant kin riding dinosaurs. And Firbolg hunters prowling the land. Oh, right. Lizard folk rangers riding giant crocodiles. There we go. Alright, let's see what the robot has for us. Here we go. Certainly, here's a list of cool scenes that might happen during a fantasy D&D war between an army of hobgoblins and monsters attacking the walled city of Brindle and the defending forces that you described. I believe they got the Ghost Lord to stay out of this fight because they were worried that he would take over all the undead, or all the dead bodies, and become like, you know, a bigger threat. Alright, Robot gave us 10 cool scenes. So let's walk through these cool scenes together, because the technology is there. We might as well fucking use it. Alright, aerial assault. The sky above Brindle becomes a battleground as elven riders on giant owls engage in epic aerial skirmishes with hobgoblin wyverns. How did you know there were... Oh, wow, okay. Performing daring acrobatics and launching arrows and spells from above. I'll take it. Dwarven War Machine Rampage. A massive Dwarven War Machine, equipped with spinning blades and hurling boulders, charges through the enemy ranks, leaving destruction in its wake. The dwarves skillfully maneuver the machine, mowing down hordes of hobgoblins and monsters. The Goliath warriors, riding atop towering dinosaurs like Triceratops or Tyrannosaurus Rex, thunder towards the enemy lines. The ground shakes as the dinosaurs plow through enemy soldiers, trampling them underfoot, while the Goliath warriors swing massive weapons. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. Warkle Gnaw and his allies infiltrate enemy lines, killing a major commander. A major commander? Killing a commanding officer. There we go. And disrupting the siege strategy on the blank side of the city. There we go. Alright, Lizardfolk ambush. Lizardfolk rangers mounted on giant crocodiles lurking the waterways surrounding Brindle suddenly emerge to launch a surprise attack on hobgoblins. The crocodiles clamp their jaws on unsuspecting enemies, dragging them into the water as the rangers fire arrows with deadly precision. Silent as shadows, Furbolg hunters with their exceptional camouflage skills move stealthily through the forest surrounding the city. They strike from hidden vantage points, taking out isolated enemies with well-armed arrows or launching surprise attacks with deadly accuracy. Elemental Storm. Powerful elven spellcasters conjure a storm of elemental energy above the battlefield. Lightning crackles, fireballs rain down, and gusts of wind knock back enemy forces, creating chaos and panic among the hobgoblin ranks. Siege Tower Defense. As the enemy attempts to breach the city walls using a massive siege tower, the defenders unleash a barrage of arrows, spells, and flaming projectiles. The tower becomes a fiery inferno as it's bombarded from all sides, forcing a retreat. Last stand at the gate. With the city gate under heavy assault, the defenders gather for a last stand. Dwarven shield walls hold back the enemy advance, while elven archers rain arrows down from atop the walls. As the hobgoblins breach the gate, the defenders engage in intense close-quarters combat, fighting tooth and nail to hold their ground. Wow. Heroic Sacrifice. A brave elven rider, surrounded by enemies, charges headlong into the hobgoblin ranks, drawing their attention away from vulnerable allies. The hero fights valiantly, buying precious time for others to regroup and strike back. Alliance of Races. In a pivotal moment, the defenders rally together in united front. Elves, dwarves, giantkin, lizardfolk, and furbolgs fight side by side, showcasing their unique strengths and abilities, overwhelming the enemy with a display of combined power. Oh my goodness. Those were amazing. Can I have 10 more? Certainly. Here's 10 more. Do I feel bad? I feel like the AI is really just making it sound cool for the good guys. So I'm gonna say, all right. Now an ancient red dragon joins the hobgoblins, and they start to win the war. Can you give me 10 new events? Alright. This is fucking wild. I mean, you just don't take everything, right? Let's see. Um, Elemental convergence, a group of powerful spellcasters, different races gather at a critical point of the battlefield. Together, they combine their magic to summon a massive elemental entity, a swirling cyclone of fire, earth, water, and air that wreaks havoc amongst the enemy forces, scattering them in all directions. Griffin, aerial assault. Dwarven warriors mounted on majestic griffins swoop down from the sky, tearing through the enemy ranks with the razor-sharp claws and beaks. The griffin riders engage in hit-and-run tactics, striking swiftly before soaring back into the air, leaving chaos and confusion behind. Okay. Druidic, Nature's Wrath. A circle of powerful druids formed by elves and firbolgs channel the raw power of nature. Vines shoot from the ground, ensnaring hobgoblins and dragging them beneath the earth. The druids summon thunderstorms and call for swarms of magical beasts to decimate the enemy lines. The Goliath berserkers, fueled by rage and battle lust, charge headlong into the enemy formations. Towering over their foes, they swing massive warhammers and axes with brutal force, sending hobgoblins and monsters flying with each devastating strike. Lizardfolk engineers unleash their ingenious siege weapons, a combination of cunning traps and organic projectiles. What? Huge spiked nets ensnare enemies while catapults launch massive venomous snakes? Oh my god. What? Okay. Undercity ambush. Dwarves and firbolg hunters navigate the labyrinthian network of tunnels beneath the city, setting up deadly traps and ambush points. Brilliant! When the enemy breaches the underground defenses, the defenders spring forth, attacking from unexpected angles and using their intimate knowledge of the tunnels to their advantage. Elven blade dancers. Graceful elven warriors wielding dual blades engage in an intricate dance of death as they swiftly move among the enemy ranks. Their blades blur with blinding speed, striking down hobgoblins and monsters with lethal precision, while evading retaliatory attacks. Celestial intervention. In a desperate hour, celestial beings answer the defender's prayers for aid. Angelic warriors descend from the heavens. Okay. Radiating divine light and wielding radiant weapons that smite evil with righteous fury. Their arrival inspires the defenders and strikes fear into the hearts of the enemy. An ancient dragon intervention. Just when all seems lost, a mighty ancient dragon, ancient and wise, swoops down from the mountains with powerful breath weapons and razor-sharp claws. The dragon unleashes havoc upon the hobgoblin forces, decimating their ranks and turning the tide. Whew, finally, this is exciting. As the battle reaches its climax, the commanders of both armies, Brindle's greatest heroes and the leaders of the hobgoblin horde, hey, that's what's going to happen, engage in a high-stakes duel. The clash between these legendary warriors becomes a spectacle of epic proportions, with magical abilities and mighty weapons colliding in a dazzling display of skill and power. Okay. Well, here's what happens when a Bithriax shows up. We could just make a fucking table of shit that happens during the battle and roll on it. Oh my god, this is crazy. Alright, the hobgoblins unleash magically created horrors upon the city. Can I have 10 more events that build on everything so far? Alright. Yeah, Dom, I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy DMing while I still can, you know what I'm saying? But I think that AI DM, it's over soon. It's over soon. Alright. Let's see. Inferno from above. The ancient red dragon takes to the skies, unleashing a torrent of scorching flames upon the defending forces. The very ground becomes a fiery inferno as the dragon strafes the battlefield, incinerating soldiers, war machines, and any hope of victory. As the ancient red dragon wreaks havoc, the defenders scramble to evacuate the city's civilians to safety. They must navigate through flaming debris and collapsing structures, racing against time to rescue as many as possible before the dragon's wrath reaches them. A daring elven archer mounted on a griffin rises to the challenge, engaging the ancient red dragon in an intense aerial duel. Arrows fly and spells crackle through the air as the archer attempts to distract and weaken the dragon, buying precious time for the defenders to regroup. Elven Forest Conclave. The elves, known for their deep connection to nature, rally in a secluded forest grove. They perform an ancient ritual beseeching the spirits of the forest for aid. The trees come to life, their branches entangling the ancient dragon, temporarily restricting its movements and grounding it. Dwarven Tunnel Collapse. Determined to eliminate the ancient dragon's advantage of flight, the Dwarven engineers plan to collapse a series of tunnels beneath the dragon's lair. Well, we don't really need that one. We already have dwarf collapsing shit. Unexpected Alliance. A group of powerful wizards, previously neutral in the war, recognizes the dire threat posed by the ancient dragon. They put aside their differences to join forces with the defenders, pooling their arcane knowledge to create powerful spells specifically designed to weaken and counter the dragon's attacks. The Dwarven engineers, faced with the overwhelming threat of the ancient red dragon, modify their war machines. They infuse ballistas and catapults with alchemical fire and dragonbane ammunition, enhancing the firepower and giving them a fighting chance against the fearsome creature. The defenders, led by a circle of druids and elementalists, create a magical barrier around key defensive positions. The ward shimmers with protective energy, deflecting and neutralizing the dragon's fiery breath, giving the defenders a temporary respite and a chance to fight back. A legendary dragon slayer, known for their expertise in felling mighty drakes, emerges from the shadows armed with a specially crafted weapon and wearing dragon scale armor. They issue a direct challenge to the ancient red dragon, drawing its attention away for a one-on-one duel. Okay, Thanlin. In a moment of desperate need, a powerful deity with a vested interest in the fate of Brindle answers the defender's prayers. They really want God to be like coming down in there helping out. All right, let's see. It even gives me DMing advice. Remember, the Ancient Red Dragon's inclusion in the war introduces a new level of danger and challenge. These events will help create dramatic moments and highlight the struggle against such a formidable adversary. Adapt them to fit your campaign and the abilities of your players, and may the battle be filled with epic encounters and thrilling twists. What the fuck is even happening? Like... Alright, I'm having like a crisis here, because like, it's really nice to have this AI assistant, but like, at the same time, like, how much longer am I going to be needed? Like, oh my god. Okay. Alright, so here is monsters being unleashed upon the city of Brindle. These events should intensify the sense of urgency and peril within the war, as well as showcase the resilience and resourcefulness of the defenders. Feel free to modify and adapt them to suit your campaign, and may your players face these challenges. Wow. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to put a section here that's Red Dragon time. Okay. And then everything else here is just leading up to that. Okay. This is bananas! Alright. Alright, so we're looking for Monster Vanguard is where this starts. Okay. The Hobgoblins release a terrifying vanguard of magically created monsters to break the city's defenses. These grotesque creatures, stitched together from various body parts, charge the defenders with unnatural strength and ferocity, overwhelming them with their initial assault. The defenders, desperate to neutralize the ancient red dragon's threat, embark on a perilous mission to recover a lost... Wow! I don't know if we have time for that, but that's cool. This guy is just writing an entire campaign right now. Aerial Battle Royale. The Ancient Red Dragon faces an unexpected challenge when a group of Griffin-riding warriors, Elven archers, and Dwarven engineers take to the skies to engage it. It's very hung up on the Ancient Dragon, and I appreciate that. Circle of Druids, witnessing the horrors released upon the city, pool their elemental resources and launch a coordinated counterstrike against the Hobgoblin's magical abominations. Sacrificial Barrier. The defenders, faced with overwhelming odds, construct a barrier infused with the powerful protective magics. The barrier requires a great sacrifice. The life force of a willing volunteer? Oh my goodness. That's fucking cool. The hero who steps forward to offer their life becomes the catalyst for an impenetrable shield, buying the defenders precious time to regroup and fortify their positions. That's a scene right there. That's a fucking scene. Asterial at View. Good day to you. It's nice to meet a DM that's been running for a goodly while. I've been playing since first edition, running second edition. Currently, I'm running my first ever online game. Second, you can call me Aster. It's simpler. I'm an older gamer, have 3 kids, 6 grandkids, work in tech support. Oh, well, welcome aboard. You should hit me up on Discord. Join our Discord server. We have other ancient old folk like you and me who have been playing since first and second edition. Let's see. Unseen, sacrificial, blah, blah. The hero who steps forward. Okay. An ancient guardian spirit awakened by the city's peril offers its aid to the defenders in exchange for the loyalty and protection of the city. The guardian spirit bestows a temporary boon upon the defenders. Siege weapon duel. The dwarven engineers, driven by their determination to protect their city, develop a powerful new siege weapon capable of piercing the ancient red dragon's scales. That was fast, guys. The weapon, an enormous ballista armed with enchanted bolts, unseen shadows. The Firbolg hunters, masters of stealth and illusion, employ their unique skills to sow confusion among the hobgoblins' ranks. All right. I'm going to put one more thing. Can I get a list of only bad results in these scenarios? The hobgoblins and their monsters cause much havoc, death, and destruction. Apparently havoc is spelled with a C, not a K. That's good to know. English. Certainly. Here's a list of 10 bad results that emphasize the havoc, chaos, death, and destruction caused by the Red Hand of Doom. Man, just spicy. It's spicy. Alright. Alright, let's see. These outcomes highlight the devastating consequences of the Hobgoblin's assault, creating a grim and challenging narrative for your campaign. Remember to balance moments of despair with opportunities for your players to find hope and rally against the overwhelming odds. Are you fucking serious? Are you giving me good, solid advice about how to be a dungeon master? This is incredible. Oh my god. Okay. These are great. Can I get 10 more results? Alright, let's see. City in flames. The ancient red dragon, aided by the hobgoblins, unleashes a relentless barrage of fire upon the city. Buildings crumble, homes are reduced to ash, and flames devour everything in their path, leaving a charred and devastated landscape behind. Massacre at the gates. Despite the defenders' best efforts, the hobgoblins breach the city gate, overwhelming the defenders in a brutal melee. The streets run red with the blood of fallen defenders and innocent civilians as the enemy forces rampage through the city with ruthless efficiency. The hobgoblins' monsters target the majestic griffins and their elven riders. The defenders' aerial advantage is swiftly dismantled as the hobgoblin creatures brutally slaughter the griffins and rain down chaos upon the city from above, rendering the defenders vulnerable and demoralized. Cataclysmic summoning. A dark ritual. The hobgoblins successfully summon a colossal, malevolent entity from another plane of existence. This creature wreaks havoc upon Brindle, tearing apart buildings, swallowing defenders' soul, and spreading terror throughout the city. Lizardfolk betrayal. Despite their initial alliance, a faction of Lizardfolk rangers, influenced by the hobgoblin's promises, turns on the defenders. They unleash their giant crocodiles upon their former allies, causing chaos and confusion within the city's defenses. Oh my goodness. The hobgoblin monsters relentlessly hunt down the Firbolg hunters, decimating their ranks and forcing them into hiding. The defenders lose their expert trackers and scouts, leaving the city vulnerable to surprise attacks and further destabilizing their defensive strategies. The hobgoblins deploy foul magic, infecting the city's water supply with a deadly and highly contagious plague. Okay. Desecration of sacred sites. They desecrate the elven groves, dwarven ancestral halls, and other revered sites in the city, bringing despair and anger to the defenders. Rampaging of the monstrosities. Their magically created horrors run amok within the city, indiscriminately tearing through defenders and civilians. The streets become a nightmarish battleground as these abominations unleash carnage, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction in their wake. Despite the defenders' valiant efforts, they are ultimately overwhelmed by the hobgoblin forces and their monstrous allies. Brindle falls to the invaders, leaving the once great city in ruins, its surviving inhabitants scattered and enslaved. Wow. This is crazy. Alright, so we're just going to make a table using these results. And then, each wave of the battle, I'll roll like 3 times, and we'll just take those results. That seems pretty fucking good. Alright, City of Shadows. The hobgoblins bring forth a shroud of perpetual darkness over the city, obscuring the sun and plunging Brindle into eternal night. The absence of light dampens morale, breeds fear, and hinders the defenders' ability to navigate the city, making them vulnerable to surprise attacks. Shattering alliances. The hobgoblins sow seeds of distrust and discord among the defenders' ranks, exploiting existing divisions and causing deep rifts within the united front. The fractured alliances weaken their coordination and diminish their ability to mount an effective resistance against the defenders, which is what they already did, so that's kind of cool. Hobgoblins taint the elemental guardians that once protected the city, turning them into twisted, malevolent creatures. These once loyal defenders now pose a grave threat to the remaining defenders, requiring them to face their former allies in a heart-wrenching battle. Desolation of nature. Hobgoblins' destructive actions result in the decimation of nearby forests and pollution of rivers and lakes. The once thriving ecosystem is left in ruins, disrupted by the delicate balance. Mass enslavement. These are all things that they did before the battle started. Let's see. Ancient library destroyed. I'm into it. Spellcaster's curse. Oh, a curse that interferes with the spellcasting ability of the defenders. Oh, shit. Collapsing underground tunnels. Oh, okay. Unleash plunderers. Devastated farmlands. Check. Final stand failure. Wow! Wow! That's crazy! Oh my god. Alright, so this is a pretty intense list of things that might happen during the battle. So I'm going to take these. I'm actually going to scroll up to the beginning of our conversation with Le Robot. And I feel like we need like a half and half. So I'm going to go ahead and say... let's start again, comma. I need a list of cool scenes that might happen during D&D Fantasy War. In these scenes, the hobgoblin forces are winning. Alright, let's see what happens. And then I'll add that. We'll throw everything onto a table, and then we'll just roll on the table a couple of times each wave, and this will give us some spicy narratives and directions for the battle to go. Which is pretty cool. All right. And I also love that the AI is giving me like emotional care advice for like players. That's like huge. All right. So we'll take all of this. Come on. Oh, there's just so many. I can't grab them all. Almost there. Almost got it. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and we'll make. Let's see. Make a new Excel document. Well, a Google spreadsheet. Whatevs. Paste that shit in. Grab everything. Clean it up. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, grab all this. Drag this down. to there. Apparently there was a gap. I'll just move those up. So there's 81 different things that were generated. Fucking wild. All right, so let's head over to Foundry, and we're going to use table paste, and we're going to paste this in, and we're going to say Battle of Brindle events, and generate. And there we go. We got 81 different results. We want it to not replace the events. And there we go. Display role to chat. Well, for me, yeah, but there we go. And that's all we needed. Now we got a Battle of Brindle events table. Hell yeah. Wow. You know what we need to use this AI for? Is we need to make descriptions of death. Like, for fantasy role-playing game, we want 100 descriptions of someone being killed. That would be amazing. We could do like per damage type, essentially, and then you could just like have these tables to just roll on. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Cause like who really wants to think up all that stuff and explore that much violence when a robot could do it for you and then just tell you the answer? Man, I'm digging that. All right, well I only got 5 minutes until my game. Holy shit. Fair question, Dom. Fair question. Yeah, like so much time. Like, because what would I do normally? I would go find a random generator for ideas, or I would go find a list of random ideas to use. So rather than going and finding it, I just use the AI, and the AI just makes it up for me. So yeah, it is a big time saver. So that's good. All right. I hope everybody has a good Saturday. Lexaeus22 is going to be streaming this game in 5 minutes. I'll be running it. You are welcome to watch live. Otherwise, the VOD will be out on Thursday on YouTube. Tonight, I'm running my Curse of Strahd Classic game. That is not streamed, though. And then tomorrow morning, we got Curse of Strahd Daybreak. Tomorrow night, we got Mythic Odyssey. Monday night, we do not have anything going on. We're taking a week off before the finale of Odyssey Prime. Tuesday, we're going to be playing some Abomination Vaults in Pathfinder 2. Wednesday, we're going to play some Dragon's Dogma. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall. And as time permits, we'll start streaming prep for Outlaws of Alkenstar. I am accepting applications for that game. I've got 2 4-player games that I'm trying to fill. You are welcome to check out that information on the Discord server if you are interested in trying to join up on a weekly game. It'll run levels 1 to 10, take about a year to run, and it's going to be in Pathfinder 2, Steampunk Cowboys. All right, hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll see you next time.